and welcome to Not My Year Off, where we've been reviewing this baby carrier on the blog, and I just wanted to tell you a bit about it. It's a baby carrier 3-in-1, which means you can use it in 3 different ways, by a company called We Made Me, and it's known as papoose. It's not like a sling. It's definitely a baby carrier where you strap it on. It's got various clips in different places, quite thick straps to give you a lot of support, especially on your shoulders and your back, which is where you need it as your baby grows. And it's very good. We really like it. We've been using it for about 3 weeks now, and my first sling was something called the papoose, which is all very wrap based. It has one clip which you clip around your waist, but everything else was very material like, and wraps the baby up quite nicely and cocoons it, and really liked it. But as the baby got bigger and chunkier, you can feel the strain on your back, and this I think is then ideal. Something like this is ideal for when your baby gets older, because it does give you a lot more support with the straps and all the clips all over the place. So this is what it looks like. You can use it 3-in-1, front and back. There are some guides in here about which tell you how to use it. The lid's just coming open, and you've got a picture here which just gives you a little indication of the kind of ways you can wear it. So this is where the seal was, which I opened up, and it comes in a really nice box like this. So if you open it up, and it will open. Whoa. You have some instructions in here on how to fold it up, and that's just rolled up. And the sling actually comes in a container like this, and I've taken the sling out, which is next to me, but it's very nicely sealed up in here, and I couldn't get it back in, which means I haven't followed those instructions. And what you can do is, it has a little something on the side which says you can use me as a day out pouch, which is quite handy, especially for underneath pushchairs in the basket. And the best thing is it gives you a guide, on a baby wearing guide, and you've got lots of, it's in different languages, and you've got lots of pictures in here on how you can use it. So, and then lots of little packs. So I'll just show you a bit about the sling, and one of my favourite positions is this one, the Bare Necessities one, which is the one where the baby faces you. I really like that one. There's the second position you can use it in, is the one where the baby is front facing, which is called the world facing position, and there's some step-by-step guides on how you can do that. And then the third position, which I've never tried yet because I haven't been brave enough, and I'm not sure whether the baby's old enough yet or big enough, is the back carry one, which is that one. One of the things I really liked about this one is that because my husband didn't really want to wear the sling very much, because he thought it was a bit girly, and this one is fine. So this is what it looks like. When you take it out, it will look slightly daunting at first, but it's not. And what you need to do is, it comes like this. So you've got straps which are quite long here, which will go over your shoulders, and here, which go over your shoulders. And the very first time you wear it, you should probably take 5 minutes to just put it on and adjust it to how it suits you and how it's comfortable, and to give you the best support that you need. And then you've got clips here, and these bits go around your waist. So what you need to do is make sure that this is the right way up, and you know that you've got it right way up. The other thing you've got is, if you turn it round, so you've got the inside bits, you've got a bunch of safety instructions there, fire hazards and that kind of thing. And the best thing is, you don't need to take your guide out with you wherever you go, because you've got a little read-me pouch here. Pull all this out, and you've got all the different positions here. that was a bare necessities one, and then we've got the front facing one, and then you've got the raccoon one, which is really good. And then you've got instructions on how to wash it, because you will need to, because your baby will eat it all the time. And then that just rolls back up. You can just shove it back in there. Once you've learnt how to do a position, it really doesn't take very long to put it on. You don't need this guide. You will find that you have a favourite position and you will probably just use that all the time. And if I turn it back around again, if I open this up, then what you've got in here, you pull it out and you've got a neat little hood. So when you're out and about and it starts raining or it's slightly windy, you just take this out, you put it over the baby's head. That works really nicely. And they take it off because they don't like it. So, well, my baby doesn't like it. But it's really good. And then you can just fold it back up and clip it back into place. So it's really good. So, what you do is, I need a baby to demonstrate this. So the baby's sleeping, and so I'm going to use Hulk Bear to do this. I'm going to show you how to do the bare necessities one, which is my favourite one, and it's the one that I use on the school pickup every day. And I actually tie half of it from home and then get in the car, drive to school, and then quickly do the rest of it, which makes a school pickup nice and easy. And I'm not faffing about putting a baby carrier on outside, although I do have to do it partially outside, and I'll tell you what I do when I put it on. So what I do, what you're meant to do is hold it like this, and then the bottom bit you put round your waist like that, like so. Clip it on, make sure it's adjusted and nice and comfortable and secure enough for you, and then so that the straps are like this. And then what you want to do is you put the strap one over your shoulder and you cross it round your back, so hopefully you can see that, and then you clip it here right underneath, and then the second bit is known as the embrace, which is where you take your baby or your Hulk Bear and you pick him up out of the car seat, you put him in, so your legs are out, he's nicely adjusted, you can put your arms inside or outside. My baby tends to like his arms free. And then this is the bit that I do when I get to school, so this is kind of loose, and then I put the second strap over my shoulder, cross it round my back, like so. And then this bit, realistically, I can never actually see the clip. So what I tend to do is I use the car door reflection to do this. Make sure legs are free, and his legs are a lot longer and that kind of thing. So, and there we have bare necessities. And then what you should do is just pull on the straps around the back and adjust them so they're nice and tight and the baby can see what you're doing. So that's the bare necessities one. The door position, which is the front facing, or the world position as they call it, is very, very similar. I just take Hulk Bear back up. But what you do is you put the straps around your shoulder. I'll do this one because I like doing it this way. And what you're meant to do is use these ones instead. So it does say in the guide that the waistband, you should wear it higher and than the bare necessities one. So you're kind of wearing it just around your stomach kind of area, underneath your ribs. And then you're meant to use these ones because they're front facing. You want to give them a bit more support here around the chest area. And it does say in there that don't use that position until they can hold their head up. But so if they're quite young, around 4 months, and they can't do it, then probably don't use that one. And again, same thing, I just clip it on. Hulk Bear goes in like this, in the embrace position. This one I find a bit harder just to put in because they're all over the place. but it does work nicely. And then sometimes you do get a bit, where's my strap kind of thing. Oh, and then here you go. And this one's a bit easy to clip in. And they say in the guide again, it says you should have it so that you can kiss the baby's head. That's about the right kind of height. And again, adjust your straps so that the baby's very comfortable, legs are out, and make sure that the legs are always bent, not hanging down, which is the correct position to have. So that's that one. And then the back facing one, I need to read up on. Final one is called the raccoon ride, which is the one that you put on your back, and I actually googled this one. I forgot to say on YouTube, if you type in papoose and then whatever position you want to learn, they've got some really cool videos. They do show you very quickly how to do them. So I'm going to do the raccoon one. So basically you tie it again around your waist. And the way it's showing you is that you tie it all up and then you basically do it all at the front. You put the baby in and then you pretty much twist it around, and they call it hip and scoot move. Very safely round to the back and then put it back on like a rucksack, so you look like you're carrying the baby on your back. So what it's doing is you've got it nicely adjusted. Keep it slightly loose enough so that you can twist it back round, and then you can always tighten it. And what they recommend is that you open up this hood and take the hood out, so that if the baby falls asleep on your back or it's really sunny or rainy, then you can just put the hood onto them and clip it back on. You can clip these onto here or whatever you want to do with them, so I'll just leave that loose. And then what you do is you put the strap on, and then like a rucksack type of strap, you clip it on here, and then same here, rucksack one, and clip it here. This position, I think it is recommended that you wait till 6 months to do this one. I think some of the others you can do, especially bare necessities one, from 4 months onwards. And then one of the important things with this one is this little thing here, which you don't use with the other ones. And there is a little clip somewhere. Where's it gone? Here. And you clip that on here. Oh, it's called a chest strap, and you put it around your head like that, like so. So this is a bit loose just because I wanted to show you how to do it. And then what you do is you get your Hulk bear or your baby, and you don't hold him like that, you hold him like this, and you just stick him in. Again, legs out, arms supported, all the rest of it. And then what you do is hold your baby securely, and then take your strap off, take your other strap off, and then you do the hip and scoot move, which is like this. And you put it around, and you put your strap back on. Please on your back. There you go, nice and safe. And your other one as well. There you go, all done. And then you just tighten all your straps. You can tighten this one. Probably you should do this probably before you get the baby nice and secure at the back, but then I don't think you'll be able to move it easily enough. So there you go. And then your baby's on your back. And make sure their legs are out and that they can see everything. And that's how you do it. So I hope that's been useful. And I'm going to take some pictures of it on the clip and the detail and the instructions, and I'll put it all on the blog. And that's it.